I'm going to start this video by letting you know this one's going to have no special effects, no overlays, no bells and whistles. It's primarily because of the content. I feel it's important enough that it's going to stand on its own. And for the past 10 years or so, when the conversation would turn toward vehicles, people getting their cars fixed, figuring out what was wrong with it, getting good service, it was a time for me to feel pretty good about where I was and actually brag that I've got a guy. I could call my guy up, ask a question, schedule service, knowing I was getting a fair price, to the point where I was bringing all of my family's vehicles to the same source and even bought a new vehicle at that site primarily because of my guy. And a few years ago, I actually found another guy in another aspect of my life. I was assigned to a family practitioner at our local clinic and been working with this gentleman for a number of years now, to where he understood what I was trying to do. He answered my questions thoroughly and offered help either in person or if I needed to send a message. Okay, now we fast forward to the spring of 2023. I called up our local service area where my vehicles are taken care of to speak to my guy about starting to get some work done, and found out that he's no longer with that company. So I lost one guy, but I still had the other guy for my medical needs, until I got a letter in the mail last week announcing that he was going to be leaving, and it was pretty much up to me to find his replacement. So why am I telling you all this? Well, I think it's critically important, the theme here, that relationships and trusts matter, especially in what I do with retirement income planning and wealth management, financial services. Some people prefer to just work transactionally, buy this, sell this, recommend this investment. That's not what I do, and that's not what we do in our office. We work with people, we take that journey with them. In fact, last week I was working with a couple for the first time, getting to understand where they were, and one thing that I clearly remember was the advisor they were working with all of a sudden wasn't there. And they didn't know where that person went. They weren't really given any notice. It's just that relationship was gone. I know it's important for me to tell people that when I do stop doing what I'm doing, could be 10, 15 years from now, there will be an effort made to make sure people have a good transition and get to work with somebody they enjoy working with. If something were to happen in the meantime, I think it's important that a plan is in place for a smooth transition so people don't feel like they're just left adrift. Trust is important. Doesn't always mean doing the right thing, but it does mean making an effort to try to always do the right thing and to be responsive when people need you to be. So where does that leave me? Well, I got a couple areas where I got to find a new guy, and I'm using that term generically, man or woman, whom I trust to take care of my transportation and my health, because relationships matter.